Okay, let's get into your reading, Cancer. Okay, wow. All right, so I'm getting return, second chance, opportunity, making amends. So somebody wants a second chance. Someone wants to come back in your life. Somebody wants to reconcile. So somebody's returning. And then I'm also getting past life, déjà vu, repeated patterns, karmic lessons. So this could be somebody you share a strong past life karmic connection or a past life connection. This is somebody returning from your past, guys. This is somebody returning from your past. Maybe you and this person, you both are in a constant cycle. You know, it's like a pattern. This person keeps running away and then they keep coming back to you. And I want to sit with that word cycle for a second, okay? Because it's going to come up again and again in this reading. And it's the single most important thing for you to understand about this whole connection. A cycle is not a love story, okay? A cycle is a loop, and a loop doesn't have a destination. It just has a rhythm, the same rhythm over and over. The leaving, the missing, the returning, and then the leaving again. So even now I see that somebody wants to come back. They want a second chance. They want to make amends. And something about like repeated patterns or some karmic lessons. Some unfinished business is there between the two of you. But for now, I see someone wants a second chance. Someone from your past is returning. This could be an ex. This could be somebody you are in a constant cycle with, right? Or this could even be someone from your past life. Silence. Silence. Right now, this person is silent. Maybe there is no communication happening between you and this person right now. There's no contact, no communication at all. And I want to name what that silence has probably done to you, okay? Because I know this pattern from the inside. When someone who used to be present goes quiet, you don't just miss them, you start rewriting the story, wondering what you did, wondering if it was ever real. But hold on to the word cycle, okay? Because the silence isn't the end of anything here. The silence is just the part of the loop where they've pulled away before the part where they come back. You've seen this exact phase before, and you know how it goes, even if you don't want to admit that you do. All right. So let's pull out the tarot cards and check what this person's current thoughts and feelings are towards you, who this person is, and what do they want. Let's see. The Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups. Yeah, this is somebody who feels very, very happy when they think of you. This is also someone who just likes to go with the flow. Somebody who's lazy. Someone who just thinks about their own happiness. Little bit selfish energy is what I'm picking up here. But right now, again, this person is thinking about you. They're planning to come back. And I want to describe the Nine of Cups properly, okay? Because it tells you exactly what this person's relationship to you is. It shows a man sitting with his arms folded, pleased with himself. 9 golden cups lined up on a shelf behind him like trophies. It's literally called the wish card, the card of personal satisfaction. And here's what I need you to hear in that, okay? The cups are behind him on display, like possessions. And if this card is how they see you, then part of what they feel is the satisfaction of having you, the pleasure of you being one of the good things on their shelf. That's not the same as loving you, okay? It can look almost identical from the outside, but a person who loves you thinks about your happiness, and a person on the Nine of Cups thinks about how happy you make them. And I want you holding that distinction as the rest of these cards come out. The Five of Pentacles and Five of Pentacles. This is also somebody who's missing you right now. This person, they just want your presence in their lives. This is someone who constantly needs you, right? So I feel like without you in their life, this person feels miserable. They feel miserable. They feel lost. They feel like they are lonely. And this person becomes very insecure when you are not around, when you are not there in this person's life. Right now, they're feeling lost. They're feeling terrible, miserable, and they're thinking the way to get back to you because you are their wish fulfillment. You bring in so much happiness and light in this person's life. Without you, you can see this treasure box here, right? That's how they picture, you are their treasure. But when you're not there, this person feels helpless. They feel isolated. They feel like they're somewhere they don't know how to deal with situations in life anymore. And I want to be really careful and honest with you here, okay? Because the title of what you feel right now is probably relief. They're miserable without me. They finally feel what I felt. And I understand that completely. But look at what the Five of Pentacles actually is, okay? Two figures out in the snow, cold, limping past a warm lit window. And the card is about a specific kind of lack. And the hard truth in it is that missing someone because you're miserable without them is not the same as valuing them. Needing you is not the same as loving you, okay? This card is someone who has realized that life is harder and colder without you in it and wants to come back into the warmth. But wanting the warmth of you and being ready to be good to you are two completely different things. And only one of them is showing up in this card. The Seven of Wands. Yeah, Seven of Wands. It's a very challenging situation for your person right now. Somewhere they feel maybe blocked out by you. Maybe for some of you, you've blocked out this person or you've restricted communication in some way. So they feel like, the door is closed. It's almost like this person wants to enter your space, but there is some sort of a boundary. There's some sort of a wall. Maybe this person is also hesitant to open up because they have a lot of their own fears. This person wants you badly. Okay, with the Five of Pentacles, they want you. But it seems because of too much of insecurity, this person is trying to keep you at a distance, or they're fighting their urge to reach out to you. There's a lot of resistance there. And the Seven of Wands shows someone standing on higher ground, okay, holding off attacks from below with a single staff. And it's interesting that this is their card and not yours, because it means they're the one who feels like they have to fight their way back to something. Like the position they used to have with you has to be won all over again. And that's the boundary you built, okay? Doing exactly what a boundary is supposed to do. It made your present something that has to be earned again, instead of something freely available whenever they felt like wandering back. The Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups. So there has been some sort of disappointment, emotional setback in your connection. Maybe you have walked away from this person feeling emotionally dissatisfied. There has been some sort of a disconnection here. You have not been emotionally happy with this person, the way things were panning out. Or this person feels like they were not appreciated enough. So something about, walking away, either you walked away from this person in the past, or they walked away from you, but now whoever this is who walked away wants a second chance. This person wants to return. They want to make amends. They're missing you badly, feeling miserable. And the Eight of Cups shows a figure walking away under a moon, okay? 8 cups stacked and left behind on the shore, heading up into the mountains alone. It's the card of leaving something that looked complete but wasn't emotionally enough. And I want you to sit with that, okay? Because whichever one of you walked away, the walking away meant the same thing. Something real was missing. The cups were all there. The connection looked full from the outside, and yet one of you still had to leave because full looking wasn't the same as fulfilling. So let's see what their next action is going to be towards you. This person's next actions towards you. The Page of Pentacles, yeah, they're going to test the waters. They're going to send a message. They are going to open the lines of communication. I do see this person reaching out to you, texting you, messaging you. It's going to be like they're slow about it, okay? But you can expect some sort of a communication coming from this person towards you. Page of Pentacles, Earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. So their next action, definitely I do see this person reaching out. And I want to name the phrase test the waters specifically, okay? Because it's doing a lot of quiet work in this reading. Testing the waters is not the same as diving in. It's a toe. It's a small, low-risk, deniable little message designed to see what temperature you are before they commit to anything at all. And the Page of Pentacles is careful like that. Okay, a young figure holding a single coin, studying it, cautious, slow, not wanting to risk what they've got. So when this message comes, and it's coming, notice how small it is. Notice how little it actually risks. That size tells you something about how much of themselves they're actually willing to put forward. The Five of Wands, they are going to reach out, but it also seems like, still it's like there are a lot of triggers, a lot of insecurities. This person is not really stable, even if they try to reach out to you, I feel like there could be like competition there. Like this person is either scared of losing you, they feel like they have competition, and that's what triggers them to reach out to you. Or it seems like if this person reaches out to you again, you guys speak to each other, there's just going to be so much of like drama and conflict and, fights and a lot of triggers. Like you both seem to be on very different pages. So this person's next action is it's not coming from a place of stability, is what I would want to say. And the Five of Wands shows 5 figures swinging staffs at each other, okay? And if you look closely, nobody's actually landing a blow. It's disordered, it's chaos, it's a lot of clashing energy with no real direction. And that's what this reach out is built on. Not calm, not readiness, but agitation. And I want to underline the competition piece, okay? Because it matters for how you read the message when it comes. If they're reaching out because they sense competition, because they're scared of losing you to someone else, then the reach out isn't about you at all. It's about not losing. It's the toy that becomes fascinating again the moment another child reaches for it. The Page of Swords, a Page of Swords. But this person wants to they want to like keep tabs on you. They don't want to let go of you. Basically, this person wants to know how you're feeling. Like, is the door still open to them? How you feeling? How you going to respond? They're very much triggered. They feel like, they don't want to lose control of the situation. They don't want to lose you. And it's almost like this person will definitely reach out to check how you're feeling about them now. Or are you still open to giving them a second chance? Do they still have access to you? So this person is very smart. Okay, and the Page of Swords is shown standing on a windy hill, okay, holding a sword up, looking back over their shoulder, alert, watchful, a bit guarded. It's the card of the Watcher, the one gathering information, and that's exactly the behavior here. This person wants intel. They want to know where you stand before they reveal where they stand. But with the Five of Wands, I feel it's just because there's a lot of competition. This is competitive energy, triggered energy. This person is not reaching out because they have healed themselves or they truly want to make this work. I feel like this person will reach out to you because somewhere they don't want to lose you. Somewhere there's a lot of like trigger and intensity and insecurities, competitiveness, right? But this person is definitely watching you. They want to know what's going on in your life. There's a lot of curiosity, okay? They want to keep tabs on you. They want all updates about you, about your life. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. And I want to say something plainly here, okay? Because this is one of the most important truths in the whole reading. Someone who wants updates about your life is not the same as someone who wants to be in it. Watching is passive, okay? Watching keeps them close enough to feel connected without ever having to risk anything, commit to anything, or be accountable for anything. And you deserve so much more than being someone's ongoing subscription that they check in on when they're bored or threatened. So let's see what this person's true intentions are towards you. Like, what do they really want? The Empress, very much fascinated by your energy. Empress, you are the giver here, right? You are the giver. You are the whole package for this person. They look up to you. They put you up on a pedestal. Maybe they find you very, very attractive. The way you carry yourself, the way you look, your personality. And the Empress sits on a lush throne surrounded by a field of wheat. Okay, a crown of stars, a garden overflowing behind her, the card of abundance, fertility, nurturing, the one who gives life and warmth to everything around her. And that's genuinely you in this connection, okay? You are the source. You are the one with the warmth, the love, the nurturing, the abundance to give. But I want you to notice something about being the Empress in someone else's story, okay? Because there's a shadow to it. A giver attracts takers. The more abundant your garden, the more people show up hungry, and not all of them come to tend it. Some just come to eat. The Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles, but they're not sure about you. This is their true intention. This person is in two minds about you. They're not sure. This is not somebody who is sure about you. Definitely they are sure of the fact that you are so, like you're so full of life and you have so much of love and nurturing and so much of pure energy to give to this person. But their intention is maybe just to have that energy, just to have access to you, right? Just to have your attention. But with the Two of Pentacles, this person is going back and forth. And the Two of Pentacles shows a figure juggling two coins in an infinity loop, okay? On unsteady footing, ships rocking on waves behind them. And it's the card of indecision, of trying to keep two things going at once without ever committing to either. And I need you to really let this land, okay? Because it's the answer to the question you actually came here with. You wanted to know their true intention, and the card for their true intention is a card of not being sure. Their true intention is that they don't have one. They're not sure in their thoughts, in their action towards you. Their true intentions is, I don't see Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups. They're not clear in their mind. They're not clear in their head what they want with you. And it seems like this person is just distracted because you're so different from the rest of the others that, when they look at you and when you're around this person, they just get distracted. I feel like this person is somewhere mesmerized by your beauty, your charm. Six of Cups. And they do feel a sense of familiarity. And the Seven of Cups shows a figure staring at seven cups floating in the clouds, okay, each holding something different. A jewel, a wreath, a dragon, a shrouded glowing figure. And it's the card of too many options, a fantasy, of a mind so full of possibilities that it can't land on any single one of them. So between the Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups, okay, you now have the complete picture of their intentions. And it's two cards of confusion sitting side by side. They are not clear. They are not decided. And they may genuinely have other options in that cloud of cups they're staring at. The Six of Cups, they do feel a sense of familiarity. They do feel, that comfort with you, okay? Maybe even like a strong connection, a friendship. But their true intention is, this person just wants to like hang on to something here. Maybe in the past you shared a connection with each other, some memories. So there's some attachment there. But then this person is hanging on to it, right? Like there's so much distracted. But I feel like this person's intention is not clear. They could even be having options, or they're very confused. They're sending you mixed signals. This person is not clear in their head. What do they want? Their true intention is. It's very hazy. And the Six of Cups is the nostalgia card, okay? 2 children in a garden, one handing the other a cup of flowers, a memory of something sweet and simple from the past. And here's the thing about nostalgia, it's a feeling about the past, not a plan for the future. So what's really pulling this person back, okay, might not be you as you are now. It might be the memory of what you two had, the comfort of the familiar, the warmth of an old feeling. And people will reach backward toward a memory without ever intending to actually rebuild the thing the memory came from. So what's unfolding next? Let's check what's unfolding next in regards to this connection, because they do want to have a second chance. They're going to come back around. So what's unfolding next in this connection? The Two of Swords, Two of Swords, Two of Swords. A lot of confusion, a lot of doubts. Nothing is clear. Nothing is clear. And the Two of Swords shows a blindfolded figure sitting with 2 swords crossed over their chest. Okay, a crescent moon beside them, the sea behind them. Blindfolded, arms crossed, refusing to look, refusing to decide. It's a stalemate card, a card of deliberately not choosing because choosing feels too hard. And I want to point out the pattern forming across these cards, okay? Because it's impossible to miss now. 2 of Pentacles, indecision. 7 of Cups, too many options. 2 of Swords, refusing to choose. 3 separate cards, all saying the same thing. This person does not know what they want. And part of them is choosing not to find out. The Magician, okay? Some sort of a new beginning. I also see communication here. Maybe this person will try to manipulate you, for you to give them a second chance, for you to give them like some sort of an access again. Okay, so I do see a little bit of manipulation here. This person is trying to like have a new beginning with you, start something fresh with you. Gemini energy, Virgo energy. And I want to be honest about the Magician sitting here, okay? Because it has 2 faces, and I'm not going to hand you only the pretty one. The Magician has all the tools, all the charm, all the skill with words. And in the best case, that means genuine new beginnings, but you already flagged the other case yourself. Manipulation. And someone this skilled with words, okay, combined with everything we've already seen, the not being sure, the wanting access, the keeping tabs, means the words are going to be good. The message is going to say the right things. And I need you to remember that the Magician's words are the easiest thing in the world to produce and the hardest thing to trust until they're backed by weeks of consistent action. The Wheel of Fortune. And Wheel of Fortune, yeah, there's going to be like a shift again. It's a cycle. It's a cycle. Repeated patterns, karmic lessons. It's a cycle. Shifts are happening in your connection with this particular person. Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius energy. So I do see, again, a cycle is going to shift. And this person, I think they're going to come back, ask for a second chance with you, manipulate you. And the Wheel of Fortune is the great turning wheel, okay? Figures rising and falling on its edge, the card of cycles, of what goes around coming around. And it is so fitting that this is the card for what happens next. because it literally is the wheel turning back to the same place it always turns to. And here is the question the wheel is quietly asking you, okay? And I want you to actually hear it. A wheel will keep turning forever unless somebody steps off it. The cycle doesn't break itself. It doesn't get tired. It will run this exact loop. Leave, miss, return, leave, as many times as you both keep feeding it. And the only thing that has ever broken a cycle like this is one person deciding to stop turning. Let's see what's the advice and guidance for you, what you should be doing moving forward in regards to this person. The Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. Okay, for some of you, I feel like you should keep your heart open, okay? Just because this person is not sure about you, you should not close off your heart. Let the love flow, all right? And the Ace of Cups shows a hand offering an overflowing chalice, okay? 5 streams pouring out, a dove descending. And I want to be clear about what this advice means, because it's easy to misread. Keeping your heart open does not mean keeping the door open to them, okay? Those are 2 very different instructions. Keeping your heart open means you don't let this one confused, unsure person convince you that love isn't coming, or that you should armor up against everyone because of how this went. The Ace of Cups is new love, okay, fresh water, and it very often shows up pointing at someone entirely new, not the person you've been waiting on. The Strength card. But with the Strength card, of course, respect yourself, maintain your self-respect, dignity, have that power and strength and inner courage to stand your ground. And somewhere, like I would suggest to hold yourself back, okay? I mean, let this person make their intentions clear to you, right? You deserve something more. So I would suggest for some of you, I'm also picking up the energy that maybe somebody new is about to enter your life with the Ace of Cups, right? So in regards to this person, somewhere you need to sort of hold back, right? Don't make the first move. Try to observe this person. Strength card is Leo energy, right? And the Strength card shows a woman gently closing the jaws of a lion, okay? Not by force, but with calm, patient composure, an infinity symbol glowing above her head. And it is the perfect card for this exact moment, because the lion here is not this person. The lion is your own urge to jump the second they reach out. That's the strength being asked of you, okay? Not the strength to fight them, but the strength to sit with your own hope and not act on it immediately, to feel the pull and stay still. To let them show you who they are before you decide anything at all. Let me pull out one more card to check the advice and guidance for you. And be guarded with your energy, all right? Be guarded. Like I would suggest, do not try to, get exhausted or deplete your energies, because I see energetically you're very drained out. So you need to somewhere set boundaries when it comes to this particular person, because it seems like they keep coming in and then they disappear. So it's a cycle, it's a pattern, and they know very well how to manipulate you, right? So just be very, very guarded with your energies and set boundaries. Strong boundaries is required, guys. All right. And I want to speak to that word drained for a moment, okay? Because the cards saw it, and I don't want it to pass by unnoticed. You are tired, not dramatically, just deep down, in the way that comes from a cycle that keeps asking you to hope and then withdrawing the reason to. And that exhaustion is real, and it's earned, and it matters. So the boundary the cards are asking for, okay, isn't a punishment aimed at them. It's protection aimed at you. It's you deciding that your energy is not an all-you-can-eat buffet that reopens every time they get lonely or threatened. And before the final message, I want to leave a few things to actually hold on to, okay? The first, missing you is not the same as being ready for you, loves. The Five of Pentacles person is genuinely miserable without you, and that is real. But misery is not devotion, and needing your warmth is not the same as being ready to protect it. Don't mistake the intensity of their lack for the quality of their love. The second, their intentions are genuinely unclear, and that is itself the answer. 3 cards of indecision came out for what they want. You don't have to solve their confusion for them. A person who's sure of you does not need you to figure out their feelings on their behalf. The third, the wheel only stops when someone steps off. This is a cycle. The card said so 4 different ways. And cycles don't end because the other person finally changes. They end because one person decides they're done riding the same loop. And the Strength card says that person can be you whenever you choose. And I want to answer one more thing, okay? Why this reached you now with this much specific detail? Because they're about to come back around and you were going to be caught off guard by it. The way you have been every other time the wheel turned. And this time you get to see it coming, okay? Which means this time you get to decide in advance who you want to be when the message lands, instead of just reacting to it. I don't pull the 9 of Cups, the 5 of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, the 2 of Pentacles, the 7 of Cups, the 2 of Swords, the Magician, the Wheel of Fortune, and then Strength and Boundaries as the advice, all by accident. And I want to speak to the small hoping part of you for a second, okay? The one quietly thinking, but maybe this time is different. Maybe it is. And the only way to ever know is to make them prove it with time and consistency, not with a good message. And to keep your own feet planted while they do. This is already clear, okay? The 9 of Cups and 5 of Pentacles confirmed someone who feels happy with you and miserable without you, but in a needing way, not a loving way. The 7 of Wands and 8 of Cups confirmed the boundary between you and the old walking away. The Page of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, and Page of Swords confirmed a slow, triggered information gathering reach out is coming. The Empress, 2 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, and 6 of Cups confirmed they adore your energy but are not sure of you. And the 2 of Swords, Magician, and Wheel of Fortune confirmed confusion, possible manipulation, and the cycle turning again. The advice, keep your heart open. Guard your energy, hold your ground, and set strong boundaries. So let me lay this all out one final time, okay? Slowly, so it actually settles. Someone from your past is coming back around, okay? Genuinely miserable without you because you were the warmth and the light in their life, but they are not sure of you. They may have other options, and the reach out is slow, triggered, and partly about not wanting to lose access, not about being ready to love you well. And it's a cycle, the same wheel turning to the same place. And the only way it ever changes is if you're the one who decides to step off it. One message, they'll come back needing you. That was never the same as being ready for you. And you get to know the difference this time. If this resonated, loves, let me know what hit hardest. I genuinely read every comment, okay, even the ones I can't always reply to individually. Your story becomes part of the reason this reading keeps finding the next person who needs it too, like this reading. And make sure that you're subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one. Wherever you're watching this from, okay, I want you to actually feel this settle in before you go. You have been the warm house in the snow for someone, okay? The treasure box. The light they come back toward every time their own life gets cold. And that is a beautiful thing to be, except when it turns into a place people only visit when they have nowhere warmer to go. You were never meant to be somebody's shelter from their own bad weather, okay? Opened and abandoned as the seasons change in them. You were meant to be someone's actual home, chosen, stayed in, cared for. So keep the warmth, okay? The Empress in you is real and it's a gift. Just get a lot more careful about who you let in out of the cold and how many times you open the door for someone who keeps leaving it open behind them when they go. Take care of yourself. Bye, loves.